you're blocking my car from getting out now. You want me to get out, but you can't even let me out, and now you want to pepper spray me? Wow, and you're probably Hispanic too? Oh, and this other white guy right here harassing the other guy to get out of his car doesn't even have a warrant. You don't even have a warrant, and the poor guy's in there. Yeah, the cops are here. Get out of here. Yeah, the cops are here. Get out of here now. Yeah, the police, the real police is here. The real police is here. You guys are no police. You guys no police. Yeah, all of a sudden you guys want to leave. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're gonna fight for you. We're gonna fight for you. We're gonna fight for you. You get out of here. Yeah, tell them to get out of here. Now they're scared. They're scared.
If this isn't a tell, who knows what is at this point?
Jesus, what the is happening?
This is ICE walking down my street. There's got to be 50 of them. What the is going on here? Holy shit.
In Jordan, Utah, the suburbs, ICE were seen. Residents were displeased. At a grocery store in Cheltenham, ICE agents were seen perusing the aisles. This woman behind the camera would yell out, "ICE is in the house, run!" She would say it again and again to warn anybody and everybody that may need it. I give her tons of props for doing it. Frankly, we need more of this as well. Citizens protecting each other from a Gestapo-like force that is put out by white nationalists who are currently occupying the White House. Then there's local activist Angie Vargas. On her TikTok, she can be seen following ICE agents around the greater Los Angeles, California area in order to let the folks in her community know that the abductors are present. Watch what they try to do and get away from her. They swerve around traffic, weave recklessly from one lane to another, and just try to get away from Angie's impeccable driving. It is quite literally a beautiful sight to behold, in my opinion. Oh, and you thought they got away? No, not in the slightest. Angie continues driving around even as the ICE agents make another reckless turn and another reckless turn to get away from the activists. They clearly know they are being followed and do not like it, putting forth illegal turns, cutting cars off, and disobeying the laws of the road. As I stated, cutting off drivers left and right in an effort to get away. It's of course to no avail. If she wasn't an activist, honestly, she should try driving as a profession. This is insane work, considering what she was up against. Her regular vehicle and ICE automobiles being souped up.
They're trying to isolate me. They're trying to isolate me in Small Street. They're not gonna corner me. They think they're gonna corner me, but they're not gonna corner me. Are you blocking me? Are you trying to block a U.S. citizen from going to her point of destination? Is that what you guys are doing? ICE here in Luxor, they're blocking me from moving on because they know I'm following them. It's ICE. That's ICE. They're blocking me. It's ICE. They're blocking me and everybody. It's ICE. That's ICE. That's ICE right here. That's ICE. Let your family know. That's ICE. It's ICE. La migra. La migra. It's ICE. That's ICE right here. It's ICE right here.
Though Angie is not alone in her efforts. TikTok user Vici also participates to protect the community from ICE. she caught some agents without their masks on and confronted them while sitting in their vehicles. The saddest part, as we've seen time and time again, many are deporting the same folks they may very well share a heritage with. Vici would post the video showing their locations to warn her neighbors, friends, and even folks she does not know of ICE's whereabouts. She would caption that she chased them out of Ventura County. One man would eventually and unwisely reach in her car. In another portion, she found an ICE vehicle in a parking lot just chilling, camping out. And trust me, there would be more.
If you know who I am, then why the f*** are you telling me to open the window? And why the hell are you pointing a gun, a laser at me if you know who I am? Okay, and you guys follow everyone. Everyone. You guys stalk people all the time. Leave? You run up on me and tell me if I'm supposed to listen to your you eyes. Bro, you're not scaring anyone. You don't fucking scare me, motherfucker. I will keep following you all day. Employee vehicle doesn't mean you're still ICE. You're still la puta migra. And you're still kidnapping people and murdering people when you're doing this. I don't know why you're taking a picture. He already has my first name, idiot. He knows who I am. Walking up on me like if I give a I ain't scared of you and you know that. Piece of ICE. We're gonna keep following you guys. It doesn't matter what. We're gonna observe you guys, and we're gonna report it back to our community because you guys are nothing but piece of trash. That's what the you are. Running up on me with a taser, trying to open my door, like as if you have any authority over civilian.
Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please do become a channel member by going to youtube.com/tytsports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to tyt.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you could follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day.
SF Gate, which is like the Bay Area Bible, described this altercation. They said it was aggressive, and they said it was deeply troubling. They showed protesters being shoved by ICE agents. But isn't the aggression the attacks on ICE?
ICE has to go harder, Emily. You can't have a tug of war with a bicycle against Trantifa. It makes ICE look weak, and it makes Trantifa look strong.
So the District 9 supervisor there in San Francisco, the deeply troubling quote, that was him saying, it's deeply troubling that we saw an ICE agent take out a rifle. But again, isn't it deeply troubling that he needed to take out a rifle during the course of his official duties?
Well, it is strange where you could look at a situation as an observer and say, okay, to me, like, obviously we have a problem in San Francisco and all of these sanctuary cities. If they would just cooperate, they wouldn't have to have these situations if they dealt with the detainers.
This is what your racist family members and friends take in every single night. What they perceive as news. On that front,
quick fact for you people that thinking this libtard snowflakes, you think I read that? Fox News was proven after fact checking them to be 17% accurate. CNN's only 73%, but 17, damn, I did better than that in school, and I got 4 F's and a D. Fox News is like the tofurkey of news. Because it's not what it says it is. But I like Fox for a lot of reasons. Because as an older gentleman, I know where to get a comfortable catheter. Don't need it yet. I'm waiting for a coupon. Do you guys know the people I'm talking about, the confidently stupid, that are just so, like, they don't have any facts, but they're loud about it, so everyone just backs off? Yeah, I know. 98% of climatologists say climate change exists, but 2% say it don't. So that makes it inconclusive. Okay, so if I'm 98% inside your girlfriend, is she cheating on you? Or is it inconclusive? Either way, I believe you've been disenfranchised.
Comedian Christopher Titus brings the heat, and he has a ton of gems in his stand-up comedy.
I also think this also points to this issue that came up a few weeks ago, and President Trump has mentioned it, that there may be a carve-out coming for agriculture. I think this demonstrates how dangerous, frankly, this would be, Senator, because first of all, it's all big agri that wants this, or these corrupt farms that love to run on this stuff. But the second you open the door just a crack for amnesty or amnesty light, you're encouraging and rewarding this type of behavior, and it's all sleazy. Kids always get hurt in the process, and our workers get hurt. I don't care what anyone says. We somehow used to exist as a country without millions and millions of illegal workers in the United States, and we became the world's dominant superpower at the same time.
This spoiled milk of a bigoted cartoon character is saying it loud and clear. They hate immigrants. Meanwhile,
to you people that hate immigrants, and usually you hate them while you're eating an apple, which I find hilarious. Here are a few things invented by Hispanic immigrants. You ready? Color television. Yeah, you know that thing you watch Fox News about immigrants on? Invented by an immigrant. So you can't watch it anymore or you're a socialist. You know that stent to open your arteries after you've sucked down cheese dogs and cheeseburgers on 4th of July? Yeah, well, all them real Americans didn't die because of a Hispanic immigrant from Guatemala. So, the next time you have a heart attack, you gotta say no to that stent or you're a communist. Yeah, well, you know what? I'll just give me an artificial heart then. Well, I got some bad news about that, too. That was invented by a guy named Domingo Santoliota from Argentina. So, if you really hate immigrants, and you really believe that, I want you to hold on to those beliefs as tight as you can and die, because...
Titus hits the nail on the head here. How can you target these people when they make our lives better in every way?
Trump isn't connected to the zeitgeist for the first time in a long time. He's too busy watching Fox. They've got the memo. They stopped talking about it. But the rest of MAGA media and the online ecosystem, they have not. It's still simmering pretty wildly.
He's right. They have followed Trump's lead and completely cowered. Meanwhile,
we have Epstein saying Trump was his best friend.
That was close to straight.
And we have Trump getting sued by a girl who said she was raped by Trump and Epstein when she was 13. We have women who testified that they were used for sex with rich men by Epstein and paid by Epstein since they were as young as 13.
Michelle Licata sat next to Courtney in court. She too says she was assaulted inside Epstein's sprawling Palm Beach estate.
I was 14, I had braces on.
Virginia Giuffre had filed a suit against Epstein. She got death threats and then she took her own life. Guess what? Virginia actually committed suicide. So, after hearing about the Epstein files for years, after being told there was a list, after knowing that Kim Jerk Orange was on Epstein's plane 7 times, after this weird ass response.
Would you declassify the 9/11 files?
Yeah.
Would you declassify JFK files?
Yeah. I did a lot of it.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
I guess I would.
And this weird response.
I think that less so because, you don't know it. You don't want to affect people's lives if it's phony stuff in there because there's a lot of phony stuff with that whole world.
And his firm denial.
I had a falling out with him a long time ago. I don't think I've spoken to him for 15 years. I wasn't a fan.
And after this guy settled a lawsuit, after this bank and this bank also settled a lawsuit with the victims, and after Jeffrey Epstein's right-hand side piece has been sentenced to 20 years in prison for recruiting young girls, case closed.
I just wish her well.
If we had one piece of evidence this clear about Hillary or Hunter, they'd be under the jail.
Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please do become a channel member by going to youtube.com/tytsports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to tyt.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you could follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day.
It's so painful what we see in Gaza. It hurts me all my body. And let me be clear, it's not about ideology. It's not about I'm right and you're wrong. Come on. It's just about the love of life, about the care of your neighbor. Maybe we think that we see the boys and girls of 4 years old being killed for a bomb or being killed at the hospital because it's not hospital anymore. It's not our business. Yeah, fine. We can think about that. It's not our business. But be careful. The next one will be ours. The next 4, 5 years old kids will be ours. Sorry, but I see my kids, Maria, Marius and Valentina, when I see every morning since the nightmare started, the infants in Gaza, and I'm so scared. Maybe this image feels far away from where we are living now, and you might ask what we can do.
Speaking is one of the greatest coaches in the history of world football, Pep Guardiola.
There is a story I'm reminded of. A forest is on fire. All the animals live terrified, helpless. But the small bird flies back and forth to the sea, back and forth, carrying drops of water in this little beak. The snake laughs and asks, "Why, bro? You will never put the fire out." The bird replies, "Yes, I know it. Then why you do it and again and again?" The snake asks once again, "I'm just doing my part." The bird replies for the last time. That is, the bird note doesn't stop the fire, but it refuses to do nothing. In a world that often tells us we are too small to make a difference, that story reminds me the power of one is not about the scale, it's about choice, about showing up, about refusing to be silent, or still when it matters most.
And here he was, after receiving an honorary degree at the University of Manchester, speaking out against the atrocities we see daily on our phones of Gaza at the hands of the Israeli military. And like Pep Guardiola,
this isn't just about anti-Semitism. It is about the growth of fundamentalism in America. When you have kids who are openly pro-Hamas, it's not just anti-Semitism. And you guys are going to have to vote and donate in a different way and not forget who was for you and who wasn't in this moment.
You got to stop with the kids. As the Jew on the panel, Andrew, you're Jewish or no? No,
I'm Jewish.
I'll say this right now.
I'm Jewish.
We're acting as if kids are protesting at a college and it's the first time ever.
No.
I mean, we gave $25 billion to a war and kids are protesting it. It's not pro-Hamas. It's the most normal thing in the world.
Some of them are very
No, it's not.
Yes,
They're kids.
And there's and it was violent on some of these.
Oh, okay. Listen, guys.
People are being attacked and killed. I mean, this has gotten very, very...
And it's hateful.
There's nothing wrong with being against what's happening in Gaza. But I'm just telling you, I've never seen Americans support a terror
organization. I don't think that 18-year-old kids are the problem right now.
I don't think
that's true. Some of it's the universities who refuse to call it hate speech.
I think it's social media, and I think it's fundamentalist radicalization that's going on.
I think 18's an adult, man. I mean,
what do I have to do?
No, it's not.
What's Dusty say?
It's an adult.
Our country gave $25 billion to a war, and kids are protesting.
Yeah, because they are in an existential battle. They're our main ally in the region.
Do you think this is the first time people have protested a war in American history?
It's good to protest, but how you protest matters.
I think it's a little bit hysterical.
comedian Adam Friedland has also been quite vocal in speaking out.
So this was 18 years ago. This was before the election of Hamas. They pulled out, and then they took us to the West Bank. Like the last month I was there. And I realized that I was like, oh, this is the wrong side of history. And I saw, like, you look down at the Arab village that was underneath where the settlement was, and you see how these people are living under constant surveillance and they're being demeaned and dehumanized. And then you see these guys like building these tract houses like they live in Orange County, you know, in the middle of like this political reality, which is brutal and like inhumane. And I lost it. I lost it then. And I went back and I told my parents, and we got in big arguments. I was like, you know, this is what we were told was important, was to support Israel so the Holocaust doesn't happen again. That's what we were told. Demeaned and dehumanized. And then you see these guys like building these tract houses like they live in Orange County, you know, in the middle of like this political reality, which is brutal and like inhumane. And I lost it. I lost it then. And I went back and I told my parents, and we got in big arguments. I was like, you know, this is what we were told was important, was to support Israel so the Holocaust doesn't happen again. That's what we were told. And that's what my parents were told when they were growing up. And they knew survivors, you know, and it freaked them out. And I understand why there's like this like narrative in the Jewish community, but like that doesn't make Jews more safe. You know, it's a failure of a project. And then now we're seeing like this bloody reality.
It has been reported about half of Gaza's 2.3 million residents are kids. Since October 7th, Israel's killed at least 17,400 children, 15,600 who have been identified according to the Ministry of Health in Gaza. Many more remain buried under the rubble and are presumably gone. Furthermore, an independent United Nations commission released on Tuesday accused Israel of committing the crime against humanity of what they call extermination by attacking Palestinian civilians, sheltering in schools and religious sites in the town. And lastly, while the report focused on the impact on Gaza, the commission also reported significant consequences for the Palestinian education system in the occupied West Bank and East Jerusalem as a result of ramped up Israeli military activity, harassment of students, and settler attacks. I think it's important, as Guardiola said, for many others in world football to use their platform, use their voice to make it known how they feel about this. As I said, he was receiving an honorary degree in Manchester. He is still manager of Manchester City. He has won many Champions Leagues. So for a prominent individual such as this to use that podium in that way and speak rather beautifully, mentioning his kids, because he is reminded of them when he takes in what feels like a live stream of these events every single day, is important and also heartbreaking because many feel the same way. Adam Friedland, meanwhile, using his platform in a similar but albeit different way, is also very important because he knows this stuff quite well, as do many in our community. I think what's rather frustrating is seeing how many Ethan Kleins there are out there who won't go the full way of acknowledging what's happening. And again, as I said on a previous video, I don't know if that's because of his family, his significant other. I'm not totally sure. But at this point, I mean, what do you say? And how, at this point, do you continue to say, nah, not my thing? It's atrocious. And yet, knowing the powers that be, unsurprising. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports. And or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.